What are your thoughts in terms of a vote on October 31?
Well, I hope for Democrat gridlock. Oftentimes in Washington, D.C., gridlock is the better alternative, but when it's Democrat gridlock, pray for it. I hope that's exactly what happens.
While Democrats struggle over the Build Back Better plan, at least one Republican senator is watching with glee. Or not. There was supposed to be another stop, but whatever. The panel is back, Jennifer, Brez, and Renee. So that's Ron Johnson, senator from Wisconsin. That I know I got right. I want to play something else Senator Johnson said in that same interview about vaccines. And we can talk about it on the other side.
It's not an irrational decision for people to say, I don't want to take this experimental vaccine. And another point is the fact that the only FDA-approved drug, the Comirnaty version of the Pfizer drug, I do not believe it's widely available.
They're going to be making big money on these vaccines and drugs, Pfizer and Moderna on the vaccines and Merck on this drug as well. What happened to ivermectin?
Well, there's not money in it.
Wait, what? A horse dewormer? And she's... Jennifer, since you're right next to me in the screen, what in the entire... What's he talking about?
He's talking about nothing. And, this is complete crap coming from him. He never used to be this insane. He was a businessman. And for years, he operated like a kind of fiscal conservative, sort of normal Republican. But no more. He has jumped upon the Trump train. And let me be perfectly clear, to borrow from a Republican president, he is killing people. People listen to them. They are dissuaded from taking a life-saving vaccine. He is contributing to death. He is not pro-life. He is helping to kill people, and he should be ashamed. I would hope the people of Wisconsin have, if he decides to run for re-election, he hasn't quite decided, throw him out on his ear. And this is what we're now reduced to. One party is willing for people to die so that they can pay homage to this lunatic and they can keep their seats. And it's really nothing short of disgraceful.
And Brez, in terms of just to Jennifer's point, Senator Johnson wasn't always like this. What's the view of him on the Hill?
His comments, and he's been doing this for months. He's been doing it for a long time. His comments is anti-vaccine. He's questioning the science behind vaccines. He's questioning, talking about ivermectin and all this stuff. I mean, he's been doing this for a while, and he's really made some really poorly thought out comments. He's really, it just seems like the more he's criticized, though, on it, the more he digs in on it. And, and let's also point out here that people are giving him platforms to do this. And I think that's also, but it is stunning to see a U.S. senator, a national political leader, making these kind of comments. And, we're a year and a half into a pandemic that's killed over 720,000 Americans. And you just kind of shake your head and you say, it's kind of surprising and in a disappointing way to see him keep making this comment.
Yeah. Renee, I want to switch gears because earlier in the show, I interviewed Texas State Representative Jasmine Crockett, and we were to talk about, the mess that is Texas on a whole host of issues. Watch, this is the very first thing she says in response to my question about what